Think about this. You're in class trying to teach to your students, but there's always that one student constantly fidgeting, falling out of their chair, getting distracted by the slightest sound. You've tried everything, but nothing seems to work. What I'm here to talk about today is looking at that student from a sensory processing lens and taking a closer look at what you might be able to do to help that student succeed in the classroom. I'm Margaret from Your Therapy Source, a physical therapist and a mom of six who is here to help you help children succeed at school and at home. So let's talk about sensory processing disorder, some strategies that you can use in the classroom, and when to seek professional help. So let's say this student's name is Jason. Jason's constantly fidgeting, tapping his pencil, shifting in his seat, and he just can't seem to sit still. He's fallen out of his chair more times than his teacher can count, and even minor classroom noises seem to completely distract him. Jason's behaviors may point to ADHD, may point to he's having a bad day. It could also point to sensory processing challenges. Sensory seeking, postural disorder, this can explain his need for constant moving and his difficulty staying upright in the chair. There are several different types of sensory processing disorder, and these are two that might be affecting him. It's possible that Jason's body is craving more movement and more proprioceptive input to help regulate his sensory system. So, what can be done to help Jason? Let's start with a tier one strategy. These are universal interventions that can benefit all students in your classroom, but especially those with sensory needs, perhaps like Jason. These are simple adjustments teachers can make in the classroom to support sensory regulation. An example of this is flexible seating options. Lots of classrooms have this already, which is really great. It's like a wiggle cushion or a therapy ball, and this can allow Jason to move while staying seated. Maybe he has a small, quiet fidget tool like stress balls or a textured sticker to keep his hands busy without disrupting the class. And also, you could have short, structured movement breaks throughout the day for the whole class, and this would really help Jason to regulate his need for movement. So, how do we really know if these strategies are working? And of course, one of the really important things is to collect data to track Jason's progress. You can keep behavior logs when he seems most distracted or fidgety, or ask Jason for his feedback on how he feels in the classroom. You can go to your therapy source, and we have plenty of free tools to help you with this, and I'll put links in the comments. And this will help you determine if these interventions are making a difference. If Jason's behavior doesn't improve or the functional outcomes that you're hoping with these tier one strategies, maybe you want to go up to tier two interventions. And these are more targeted supports that focus specifically on Jason's sensory needs. So you might need to provide maybe more frequent sensory breaks for Jason, or maybe move his desk in the classroom to reduce distractions to a more quieter area in the classroom. At this point, you may want to involve an occupational therapist. In some schools, OTs provide education and suggestions at tier one. And then in tier two, they might be reviewing the data collected by the teacher to offer additional insights or adjustments to the strategies being used. If tier two interventions aren't enough, then we move to tier three strategies, which involve even more individualized support. And at this stage, we might increase the number of targeted sensory breaks throughout the day for Jason, ensuring he's getting the proprioceptive and vestibular input his body needs to help him to focus and stay engaged in the classroom. If Jason's sensory processing challenges continue to interfere with his learning, that's when an occupational therapist should be more directly involved to take a closer look and helping you to determine where they can help for Jason to reach his functional educational goals. So the OT can conduct a sensory assessment and look closely at sensory processing, fine motor skills, postural control, all of those things to incorporate sensory activities throughout the school day to help Jason self regulate. So, with the right strategies and support, students like Jason can thrive in the classroom, from small adjustments like fidget tools and movement breaks to more targeted sensory interventions. Understanding sensory processing challenges can make a world of difference. So, if you or someone else in your school is facing similar challenges, consider consulting with an occupational therapist, a physical therapist, your special education team, because small changes can lead to big improvements in a child's ability to succeed. Don't forget to like and subscribe and stick around for more videos.